How do you guys like find volunteers?
Yeah.
It's hard for us too. No.
It's a full-time job.
It's just contacts, reaching out to our contacts and our mentors, referring their friends, and it's constant work to keep it up and keep asking.
Yes, it is. It is. How do you guys, so is it so they come in for an hour a week? Is it like a semester long commitment that they're doing? Or is it just kind of
the school, we ask for the school year.
Okay, that's great.
And then for groups, we ask for a year because there's no break in the summer. It's continuous.
Oh, wow. Do you guys do summer camps?
Well, we don't as the PAL program, but we have a program that's an after-school program that does.
We do. So we have, as an organization, we have 5 community-based programs, our PAL Plus mentoring program being one of those 5. And then our Blast after school program that serves junior high students, they have 2 weeks of summer camp over the summer, 1 week in June, 1 week in July. And the Blast program director, along with volunteers, a lot of our volunteer mentors work that camp. We have in Claremore, we have a 4-year university that is just one of our primary sources of recruitment for mentors. We have some students that just need the, like 20 hours of community service for their scholarship. And so obviously we do not encourage them if they're like, I just want to log my 20 hours and check my box. We'll plug them in elsewhere, maybe at a summer camp, but obviously we do not encourage them to go down the trail of mentoring because we need more commitment than that. But our university, and I'm sure that it's the same for you, that is such a prime area for recruitment for volunteers. Whether it is the 20 hours or we have a lot of mentors that are college students at RSU, Rogers State University. That's our university here in Claremore.
Gotcha. That makes sense. It's very similar to us as well. We're in Norman, so we're right next to the University of Oklahoma.
Yes.
And so we have a lot of students who are also looking for hours. We're actually, it's actually a goal of ours is to diversify our mentorship base because it has become a lot of college students, which is great and awesome. But we definitely know that there are other perspectives that we'd love to expose to our students and just to share different aspects of life and seasons of life as well.
Yes.
And so that one's been a little harder. So for you guys are doing it, is it during school hours or is it during after school hours?
Both. So we have the one-on-one mentors that meet in the school system. It's called in Claremore, or I guess in Rogers County as a whole, it's designated as a specials hour in our school systems. It's like their enrichment period or like an extracurricular activity. And that's when the mentors have the opportunity to go and meet with their student, is during that time throughout the week. And then our groups take place after school. So usually in the evening, those recovery focused groups. So both.
Gotcha. So do you have difficulty with, I guess, finding volunteers that are able to volunteer during those hours? I know that's something that as an after school program, we have a difficulty with, just knowing that a lot of parents are, and a lot of families, they are working until about, that 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock time period.
Yeah.
Recently over the summer, we did a big push to recruit mentors so they could be trained for the beginning of the school year. And the majority of them are interested in the evening groups. So, and it's the older retired people that want to do the one-on-one in the schools.
Okay. That would make sense.
It's really interesting. And I know that everyone is going through this right now, just with it's not post-COVID. I don't know what to call this that we're experiencing right now, kind of this season of life, but there's been so much adjustment with, the workforce and childcare and every other sector of life that I think we've kind of seen a shift in availability and kind of willingness from our mentors to mentor at different hours. I think more people now are in a more flexible situation, whereas I think before, and Cindy and I came on to the PAL program right before March of 2020, right before everything really shifted and the world shut down and schools had to pivot over and over and over again. And I think really before that, it was difficult to find volunteers that were able to go into the schools because it was such a, not just
particular time and
yes,
yeah.
not just those school hours, but then even narrow down to what is that student's schedule when they have that specials period. And so right now, I mean, just kind of a sidebar, our city, the chamber is facilitating this community-wide survey to see what the childcare needs are for our community, which I am really thankful for and excited about, because they've really seen it's like you hear from everyone that they need childcare, but then our chamber is like, but what specifically, do you need, what hours, what days, because our workforce has shifted so much. And just, I mean, all of that contributes to volunteer recruitment is, why I go into that tangent and say all of that. And so we've really kind of seen a shift in availability as life circumstances have changed for so many people, which I'm sure that you all are seeing as well, outside
That's
of
a
kind
good
of
point.
those college students. Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both. So I'd say, I think schedules are changing, but I think, folks are also still, and I know I am still adjusting to what
sure.
felt normal before and things that I did. And so it's like, it's interesting because, I was like, I know that there's even volunteering that I used to do that I haven't even quite returned back to yet. And it's like, there's not necessarily anything holding back except like, just doesn't feel ready to I don't know, to fully turn back to 100 or whatever it is.